Comic-Con starts today, and it turns out I'm already behind. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
So, this is also going to be another short one. Before I forget, let me just give you a quick reminder that you can listen to the podcast in the iHeartRadio app. Just type in The Show Presents Super Dario World, and you can type in also Super Dario World Podcast in iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So, this is another short one because, again, I'm behind. It turns out that I thought everything that I had to do started on Thursday, but I just found out that I also have stuff to do today. I have to be there pretty soon. They just never told me. Yesterday, I was messaging with my friend, Derek, who you may remember, he was on the podcast before, and he was talking to me about, like, we're going to have to do this, and by the way, I'll see you tomorrow at 2. And I was like, what? What do you mean tomorrow at 2? Like, oh, yeah, I sent you an email with the stuff for everything for Wednesday, the experiences. And I was like, no, you didn't. I didn't know that I had stuff to do tomorrow, but, oh, God, wait, what? It's like, oh, yeah, you're free, right? So, turns out that I'm not going to have, I was planning on still catching up on some shows and everything today, but turns out that I can't, because I still gotta, I gotta go start doing things today. So today is going to be a short one, very, very quick, hopefully, and I'll just give you like a, wait, I'm sorry, they're calling me in studio, I'll be right back. Okay, turns out that, I went into the big studio. They're recording their podcast, and it turns out that they wanted me to do my podcast in there with them. It was really weird. I'm gonna tell you, it was a weird experience. So, if you guys want to listen to my podcast, okay. So what happened is that they called me in there, and Eddie said that nobody had ever heard my podcast before on the show, at least of the members of the show. And so what I did was, they wanted me to do is. They wanted me to do my podcast in there and pretend they weren't there. So I think overall it was okay. I just rushed away more than I did. I did have my computer in front of me for some details that I might forget. I'm very bad with names, so I need my computer sometimes. And, oh God, it's... Okay, and then they gave me some critiques. So... It was an experience. But anyway, if you want to check it out, it'll be today's P1 podcast. You can find it in the iHeartRadio app. The Show Presents P1 podcast, and it's going to be today's. That felt really weird. My stomach is a knot. That felt really, really weird. My mouth is really dry. Sorry, I needed water. I needed it. That was part of Sky's critique that I need to slow down. So I need to slow down and pace myself when I talk. But that's not my style. Anyway, what was I talking about? I'm completely flustered, and I wanted to keep this one short, but... All right, okay, so what was I talking about? Comic-Con. Okay, I'm basically going to do the same thing I did over there, but the way that I usually do it. So this week, I found out that I have to do all this stuff today. I am way behind on everything that I'm supposed to see, and I have all these experiences. So, I honestly, I don't even remember if I said this already, but if you want to follow my Instagram stories and stuff, starting from now... The podcast, I'm going to be loading a whole bunch of pictures there, stories of everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm seeing. I'm going to be giving you the whole Comic-Con experience, right? I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing panels. I'm going to be doing red carpet. I'm going to be doing interviews. I'm going to be doing press stuff. I'm going to be doing experiences. I'm super stoked about all that stuff. The thing that I'm most excited about that's confirmed right now, is that I will be I will get to see the panel. And then afterwards, I'll be a part of a roundtable for Netflix's The Witcher. So the new Netflix TV show, The Witcher, based on the Witcher video game, which stars Henry fucking Cavill, you know, Superman. I'm going to be a part of the roundtable for that. So I'm going to get to meet Superman, which is insane. That's probably the biggest star that I'm going to meet this year. Probably, maybe. That's confirmed. That's the one that's confirmed. I got a whole bunch of CW shows, but that one is nuts. Meeting fucking Superman in the Witcher TV show. This might be like the biggest fantasy show, the biggest upcoming fantasy show. If it takes off, it's probably going to be the biggest one. So I'm stoked for that one. I'm really stoked for that one and to meeting Superman. I've been watching Cobra Kai. I've been pushing hard to get Cobra Kai. It's in the maybe pile. It's in my maybe pile. They told me to watch stuff there because there's an opportunity for me to get it. And so if I get to meet Danny LaRusso or Sensei Johnny Lawrence, I will lose my shit. I will blank fucking out. Oh my God. The Karate Kid is one of my favorite movies growing up. I love The Karate Kid. And I love Cobra Kai even more. Cobra Kai is way better. It's like I mentioned it, I think, in another podcast. It's the best new show I've seen in a really long time. It's super creative. It's extremely well done. It's a show where the narrative is so good that it makes up for the bad acting. And it's not really bad acting. Let's call it mediocre. I'll call it mediocre. Mediocre's fair. It's not extraordinary. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's good enough acting. It's good enough. Mediocre. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I completely lost. The thing that people have been asking me, what am I most excited for? The thing that I'm most excited for this year is the panel for the new Game of Thrones prequel show, because I have no idea what it's going to be about. I'm hoping they show a teaser. The only thing that I know is that Naomi Watts is going to be the lead in it, and she's saying it's going to be an ensemble. So I don't really know what that means, because so far the biggest casted star is Naomi Watts. How she's not going to be the lead makes no sense. So I'm excited to finally get an idea of what it's going to be about, because I know the world of A Song of Ice and Fire pretty well. I don't know if you guys know this. I know the world pretty well. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what the new face of the MCU is going to be, because Marvel's going to do a panel there. I'm looking forward to seeing all of that. Other than that, I'm just looking forward to my stuff. Looking forward to the experiences, which honestly I have no idea what that means. The last year I wanted to. It was like an escape room for a Facebook TV show. I don't even know where it was, but it sucked. I mean, the show sucked. The experience was really cool. Escape rooms are fun. I also went to a Ghostbusters thing. I went to something else. Off the top of my head, I can't remember it. But it was a lot of fun. So they're fun. Oh, I did a Game of Thrones VR thing once, where you're walking around in the top of the wall, and there's wildlings firing arrows at you. You get and you walk into like this elevator, and they're throwing wind at you. It feels so real. You get vertigo up there. It is fantastic. I'm looking forward to VR, and at the same time, I'm not looking forward to VR. It's really creepy. But anyway, yeah. So the rest of the week, today, short one, I'm going to finish it up really quickly, and then I'm done. And for tomorrow, there won't be a podcast. Friday, there won't be a podcast. And Monday, I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back with the rewrite of Game of Thrones or with Comic-Con stuff. It depends. If I'm still too hyped on Comic-Con stuff, I might just go straight into it and just talk about that. But I mean, my regularly scheduled programming is the rewrite of Game of Thrones. I don't know yet. I'll play it by ear. It might be that the prequel of Comic-Con gives me an idea for stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm just. I know that I got to get out of here. I'm already late. So that's it for today. This is a short one. If you want to listen to me trying to do this, it was really weird because they were in the room with me. I have no issues talking by myself right now. In fact, I would like you to listen to it just so that you can compare my voice. Right now, I think I'm pretty calm. I'm pretty steady. In there, I know I was rushing. I could feel like my face was flustered. I was just trying to get as much information as I could out of me. I know. Just, if you want to listen to it, check it out. As always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram. And follow me there for my stories and all the pictures I'm going to be loading for Comic-Con. So if you're there, hit me up. We might catch up. You don't know. We might catch up. But that's it for today. As always, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great weekend. All right, well, I'll see you Monday.